The Baal Shem Tov says that in the end of days, we're going to learn what Shlomo HaMelech really meant, the secret part of a song that we sing every Friday night to our dear wives or mothers. Eshet Chayil. Eshet Chayil mi'imtza, a woman of worth who can find far beyond pearls of value. Supposed to honor your wife, or if you're not married, see your father, Bezat Hashem, honoring your mom. It's a beautiful thing for children to see their parents express their love in a kosher way. Not in a gone nefesh way, they kiss in public and start touching each other. Nice way, even if it's a peck. It's nice if people, they kiss each other as a peck, and little kids seeing their parents kiss, it's fine if it's in the house. But if they are very physical in the middle of the street, or even in front of the kids, it's gone nefesh, it's disgusting. So there's a kosher way of being affectionate and loving, and it's actually healthy for young kids to see their parents loving each other, and not thinking that this is Megatron and this is Darth Vader. He says no, she says whatever he said. Oh, it's nice. One of the nice kosher ways to show that the father, the husband, appreciates the wife is when he sings this song of Eshet Chayil with full kavanah. He looks at her when he sings it. And I learned a very nice minhag from Rabbi Ephraim's father, Rav Chaim Kachlon. Sheikhye, big chacham, Baruch Hashem, giant tzaddik. He's one of these people that you can definitely know he's fulfilling the first part of this verse. Ma'asav merubim mechokhmato. Doesn't stop fulfilling a mitzvah, Baruch Hashem. I learned something from him that mamash changed my Kidush in my house forever. Even though it embarrasses my wife sometimes, she likes it. You know, in the song, if you read, it's very good, it's very important for every man to understand what he says in Eshet Chayil. A lot of men know the song by heart because you say it every Friday. But most don't know what it means. Like, I'm not even talking about the hidden meaning, I'm talking about the basic meaning. Basic meaning, what Eshet Chayil means. One of the things that, for example, you could learn from the song is this whole concept of women not being allowed to wear colors. It's only in this generation. Like the whole concept of women having to wear black all the time, it's complete nonsense. It has no source whatsoever in the Torah. Yes, you have to be modest. No question about it. But if you look at the song of Eshet Chayil, which Shlomo HaMelech, Chacham Mikol Adam, Kodesh Kodeshim wrote it, with Ruach HaKodesh, he said the Eshet Chayil, the woman of worth, wore purple. Some say red. That's why Rav Mazuz, which is one of the Gedolei Ador, says really in reality, if you know how to wear it, you're allowed to wear red. As long as it's not, you're not a bust, you're not a stop sign. But in essence, you're allowed to wear colors. There's no problem with wearing colors for women, as long as you're modest. There's a modest way to be colorful. It doesn't have to look like you're going to a funeral all the time. So whoever made up this minhag that we have to always wear black all the time has no source whatsoever in the Torah. Of course, you have to be modest, again. But as far as if you look at the psukim, he says the woman of worth, the ideal woman, in the song it says she wore purple. Ideal woman, she's wearing colors. Ideal. No. So stop forcing women to look like they're going to a funeral all the time. By the way, that's actually used to be a minhag where we weren't allowed to wear black. As a matter of fact. You weren't allowed to wear black. So anyway, in this song, when you understand this song, you start learning some amazing things. Towards the end of the song, it says, Sheker achen ve'evel hayofi, isha yirat Hashem, iti talal. It's Baal Shem Tov gives a pirush on that. But nonetheless, the minhag I learned from Rav Chaim was that when it gets to a point where it says there is a so it says there's a part where it says Ve'at alit al kulana, and you are above all of them. You, meaning that there is false is charm and vain is beauty. A woman who fears Hashem, she should be valued. So, in essence, in that section, it talks about you. You meaning the woman you're in front of. You are the one that should be praised. So the minhag I learned from him is that when he does it, despite all of his kids and grandkids and everyone, when he sings this song every Friday night, he says, and you, he pointed at his wife, and you are above them all. You. So no one thinks, no, it's my daughter, it's my cousin, it's my mother, it's my this. No, no, no. You, my wife. You are above them all. So I did it. And it's very enjoyable and it's a little bit embarrassing, but it's always enjoyable because it's the truth. So I highly suggest it. First, I suggest for you to understand the words. Second, I suggest for you to honor your wife. Happy wife, happy life. So, what were you saying? Uh-huh. Good, good. Key is to know what you're saying and mean it. That's the key. So now, in a it says Rabot Banot Eshet Chayil v'at al talit al kulana. Many women have amassed achievement, but you've surpassed them all. When you've surpassed them all, meaning you're above them all. You point at your wife. That's what I do. You don't have to do it, but I don't know. I look for Shalom Bayit. So this is what I do. I learned from Rav Chaim. So anyway, back to Inyanenu. The Baal Shem Tov, alav Shalom, says the following. It says at the end in Proverbs 31, verse 30, in this song Eshet Chayil, Shlomo HaMelech says, charm is false and beauty is vain. Sheker achen ve'evel hayofi isha yirat Adonai titalal. Charm is false and beauty is vain. A woman who fears Hashem, she should be praised. So the Baal Shem Tov says, in the end of days, you're going to know it's the end of days. What's going to be the sign, aside from all the things that we've talked about many, many times? He says that you're going to know it's the end of times because people are going to be fooled to think that charm is truth and beauty is what they should be looking for. Instead of what the rest of the verse says, so instead of a woman who fears Hashem, she should be praised, instead they're going to look for charm and they're going to look for beauty. They're going to look for the arm candy, not for Yirat Shamayim. They look for the woman that's willing to wear a long wig and high heels, not the tzaddiket that's willing to wear a scarf and only show her husband her hair and be modest inside and outside the house. No, they don't want that. Baal Shem Tov says you start seeing that, even in the religious world, it's the end of times. Who is the biggest pusher of all this? Erev Rav.